You can't just say, look, the French were hitting tear gas at everyone. They didn't know who to fire the tear gas at because the problem was the Liverpool fans. Liverpool fans were stealing phones from other Liverpool fans, so then they would have tickets to the match.
Obviously, you've come back from Paris looking like a sheikh.
My hair's a mess.
What did they do to you there, mate? But listen, that must have been an experience. We saw the vlog on the TikTok. You know what? It must have been an experience. What stood out with you?
I'm telling you now, the French are good at nothing.
Yeah?
Absolutely good at nothing. The police, to be honest, look, maybe that's a bit harsh on the French. But
the French police.
The French police, that is. Not French people, the French police, that is, right? Because as you're walking in, what they had in place there, and I'll give you a bit of context with regards to what I'm saying right now, yeah? Because the 2006 Champions League final, when it was Arsenal against Barcelona, that was also at the Stade de France. Mm-hmm. I got talking to this Iranian uncle, who was about 50-something, and he said at 2006 final, he was there because he likes Barcelona and he likes Real Madrid, so he came for that final. He said on the way in, because it was just like this, but the only difference was the locals had fake tickets, and underneath the fake tickets, they had 200 euros. They were giving that to their friends who were on the entrances, and they were letting them through.
Wow.
So in this area, Saint Denis,
where the Stade de France
is, Thierry Henry said, do not think for one moment that this is Paris. This is a different world. Coming to Saint Denis is like coming to a different world. And now, having been there myself, trying to get into the stadium, I realised that it definitely is.
Who plays there like on normal regular?
It's not a local team stadium.
Oh, is it not?
Yeah, so the PSG ground is much further away, close to Roland Garros.
Yeah.
Where the tennis is held, where the French Open is held. That's where the PSG ground is. Literally across the road from one another, you could say. I also went there as well, but that's a conversation for another day. Anyway,
so, go on. What happened, man? This is a juicy...
So the French police, when the fans were walking in, I told you before, you had to have your ticket ready on your phone. And you can't just say, look, the French were hitting tear gas at everyone. They didn't know who to fire the tear gas at because the problem was the Liverpool fans. Liverpool fans were stealing phones from other Liverpool fans, so then they would have tickets to the match. So, for example, hold your phone.
That's mad.
Open your phone as if you're about to show like something that's on your wallet.
So I have to be on my ticket already.
On your ticket
so they're waiting.
Ready. So when you get to the front, because there's so many people, you get to be ready to when you get closer, they can say, okay, scan. They had a card. Every person there, the security person, would have a little card. They'll scan that. Okay, you're through.
So
so your phone's open and you're thinking,
so
I'm happy, I'm excited. Most people would have had a drink, so their awareness is already low. They're not really thinking.
They're buzzing, yeah.
They're just excited. Champions League finals about to start. I'm on my way in. Bang! Somebody's got your phone, and it happens so quick. Who are you going to tell?
Mad.
So the person right at the front, they're not security. They're just working for the stadium, making sure people have got the tickets, they've got the card to scan.
So they're going to someone who's maybe 5th, 10th in the line, who's already got their phone out ready, and they're taking the phone,
and it's gone,
and they're running away,
and
then finding another queue,
and
going
in.
And these are ticketless
Liverpool fans.
So let me tell you this. Let's play devil's advocate. I saw something in the papers today.
Yep.
So 3 days on, that it was Klopp's fault. The French police are blaming.
Disclaimer, guys. We're not Liverpool haters, by the way.
I was there.
No. But I'm saying
I'm telling you
the French police.
We're
definitely.
saying fact because we've got source. We've got a source here that was there.
Yeah. This guy. This guy was there as a journalist. Sports journalist on behalf of the urban ballers. He saw this, but no. I'm telling you
what you said about Klopp.
But the French police said it's Klopp's fault because he told the Liverpool fans to go to Liverpool even if they didn't have a ticket
to Paris
to support the team. To go to Paris. Sorry,
that's right. Yeah.
What do you say about that? Is it his fault?
The thing is, he can tell the fans to go and support. That's no problem. He didn't tell anyone to rob anyone.
Yeah, exactly.
So he can't control an individual's actions. Do you understand?
But you yourself, you had a ticket and you got tear gassed, right?
So we were walking through. Our eyes were watering and we were sneezing and we were coughing, because that group of people that were in that section had to be tear gassed because obviously there were people trying to get in and they were thinking, how are we going to get these people back?
Mad.
Because when you walk
So
through,
are you blaming the French police? Are you blaming? Obviously, we're blaming the people who robbed
no,
the
I'm
tickets.
blaming the French police.
Yeah.
Because there was a
Did
clear
they
lack of
Did
organisation.
they mishandle it?
Mishandled everything. There
'Cause
was-
we heard children were tear
Yeah, that's
gassed.
right. Yeah. Another thing. is
Families
this.
were tear gassed.
Locals were jumping over a section. There was a gate, a certain gate. I don't know where it was because I got talking to some of these locals who were from. They were African of heritage, and where we were sat on the steps next to us, they were sat on the steps. But lots of people were sat on the steps like this, and I've never seen this before at any football match, by the way. So they sat on the stairs in between.
And the
where
security couldn't get them up.
the security was nowhere to be seen, my friend. This is what I'm saying, right? So then at halftime, I received a message saying hundreds of fans have stolen people's phones and got ticketless fans have been stealing people's phones and got into the match.
Mad.
Right?
Mad,
And
mad,
then they
mad,
said,
mad.
They also said that the number of fans have jumped over and breached security and they've gone in. Can I just say something? The way I saw these people jumping and diving across the tickets, let me tell you now.
They were diving.
It was like a zombie movie, my friend.
And they were being
You ever seen
chased.
them zombies
They were
jumping
being
through
chased.
car windscreens?
Oh, they were the zombies. I thought they were being chased.
They
by
were
zombies.
the zombies, my brother. These guys who wanted the tickets, they were the zombies. And they were running, they would do anything to get that ticket to get in the stadium. Yeah? So I got half time, I'm standing up, you're talking, obviously you talk to people about what you've seen up to half time, and I got talking to these guys, so where are you guys from? He goes, oh, I'm not from Paris, I'm from a city in central France. I was okay. So I goes, where's your seat then? He goes, and he didn't say anything, and then I started talking to my friend, I went, AJ, look, how many people have got in without tickets? And he went, I am one of them. So proud.
Standing next to you.
He was sat on the step next to me. He was like, I'm so proud. Like, look, that's me.
We
Like,
made it.
Look,
We made it.
you paid.
You paid. How much did you
How
pay?
much you pay?
How
You
much?
idiot. You should have done what I did. You could have come through the gate I came through, brother.
So there was a
There was no
security issue,
security,
yeah? You're in France. You're seeing people who are from France who are doing this because they know they can get away with
In
this.
my opinion-
But why now? My next question is, and disclaimer again, we're not Liverpool fan haters, but after this final, I'm beginning to have an extra newfound hate for Liverpool fans because of their comments. Why are these Liverpool fans going there to rob another Liverpool fan's tickets? That's
Okay.
my question.
So, okay.
Why are you gonna go rob your fellow Liverpool fan? These guys can't be trusted between themselves, man.
FYI, not all Liverpool. We're not saying
Not all
fans
Liverpool fans
were
are
stealing.
that.
But listen,
Hundreds of them were.
After this final,
That's what the article said.
after this final, we've really seen the true colours of Liverpool fans now. I was, you don't remember early on. This is the first season of the Urban Ballers, and early on, I was saying I'm happily wearing a Salah shirt. I would wear a Salah Egypt shirt, not a Salah Liverpool shirt. I'm going back, never ever buy me a Salah Egypt shirt. I'll wear it.
And let me tell you something else that's going to crack you up on a side note to this. We went to the fans park. I sent you guys footage, right? And this is before I started recording, right? And we're just walking in, and honestly, I'm not even going to say what I saw, right? The explicit stuff that I saw there. I'm not going to mention that. But there's
What do you mean by explicit?
Just forget it.
You can tell us after.
Yeah. I'll tell you this
Listen,
in
man.
private. Anyway, so as we're there, me and my friends are Liverpool fans, by the way. Yeah. So then this Scouser walks past and he went, "We're the real supporters, Scousers," as if not your brown skin guys. Us Scousers are the
But
real
did he
Liverpool
hear
fans.
your accent and it wasn't Liverpool?
No, obviously the way we were
Did-
talking,
did
he
he-
could
did
tell.
he hear you, though?
Yeah, but then
But
the
to
way
be
we looked as well, he went, "We're the real supporters," like that. And I was thinking,
Scousers?
Scousers. I was thinking,
Scouts. But the thing is,
absolute.
but it might not be a colour
donut.
thing. Innit? Let's be on his side for a bit.
Looked like
It
it.
might not be a colour thing.
It looked like
It
it.
might not be a colour thing.
Looked like it. To
Do you know
me.
what it was?
Felt like it as well.
Felt like it. Yeah, I know it felt like it because I've
There
been
weren't very many
outside
people.
Anfield and I've had a
I think
similar
you're a
comment.
little bit more lighter than me, so
Then I've had a similar comment and I just thought to myself, is it because I'm Yorkshire or is it because I'm brown?
no, it's your brown.
Because I was called
Let's be
outside
clear.
of Liverpool.
But them same
Stadium.
brown people are scoring 20 goals a season for them as well.
Yeah.
No, but one sec. No, that's what I'm trying to say. Because, since Salah, they all now believe in Allah.
No, I know they all
You know
believe in
what I
Allah
mean?
now.
They all
Thanks
say
to Salah.
Muhammad Salah, a gift from Allah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They believe in Allah now.
No, but that's
so
the
it
thing,
might
though.
be because you're Yorkshire.
No.
Because you're not a real Scouser. It's because you got a thick South Yorkshire accent. mate.
No, it's not that.
What is
Honestly. You could tell. You know when you could
Should I tell you the term I was called?
What?
And it confused me.
Go on.
Because I've never been called
Go
it
on,
before.
go on.
I got sold a fake ticket outside Anfield.
Yeah.
I go to return it. I was with the missus as well. And I was angry.
Yeah, as you would be.
But these guys are obviously criminals, innit? So
Yeah.
I was angry enough that I got my refund, but not so angry that I'm going to get attacked, yeah? So I just about got my money back. And as I was leaving, the boss said to me, he goes, "Do you know where you are?" Because I was hyping up. "Do you know where you are?" go back to where you came from, you fucking sheep shagger. And I was like, this comment got me so. I was thinking,
How did they know,
does
though?
this guy think? This guy goes
If I
to me.
could get up, I would.
Yeah.
But I can't get up.
You know, this guy goes to me. I'm thinking, right, so these guys are close to Wales. Does he think I'm Welsh? That's the first one, yeah?
Welsh.
No, number two. No,
Mate, he's definitely
no,
not
number two.
thinking Welsh.
Number two, maybe he can tell I've got a Yorkshire accent. Do they think all Yorkshire people are farmers and
Yeah.
obviously do things to sheep?
Yeah.
And then the other thing, was it a racist comment? Did he think
Racist comment, bro.
I'm a farmer from back home.
Back home.
I was not confused, bro.
Very good
I
insult,
just grabbed the hand and I just started
Marching.
I was like, yo, I've got my money back. I'm out. I called my boy. I was like, you just dropped me off. I'll turn around now. Come back right now. And we escaped just about New Year's Day. It was probably 2015 or 16.
That
or
is
something.
actually a very, very funny story.
Yo.
It was definitely nothing to do with
Being from
me
Wales.
being from Yorkshire or
Oh.
from flipping. It could have been from anywhere. It's not that.
It's brown.
Because you're brown skinned.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. Okay.
You know when you know.
Yeah, you know when you know.
And another thing is
And
this.
with him, to be fair, with that guy, I didn't know.
My friend, a very good friend of mine who was with me, we went to the match. And we was talking about this incident itself, you know, the people stealing other Liverpool fans' phones to get into the match. This point was made by him. He said, answer me this. He goes, Faz, answer me this. Do you think Liverpool deserve to win the Champions League final when their own fans are robbing the other fans' phones just to get into the watch the match?
I mean-
do you think that's how it works? You do bad and something good's gonna happen. It doesn't work like that.
You told me about this, and we were just discussing obviously the contrast between the Liverpool fans and the Real Madrid fan park, which obviously you weren't allowed in.
Let me tell you another thing. You're going to crack up. So the match finishes, right? And there was a couple, a Real Madrid fan. So we were sat in neutral seats, by the way. We weren't sat with the Liverpool fans. We were sat with where there's Real Madrid fans on our left, and then on our right, and then there's Liverpool fans on our left, and you can see the red and the white there. Obviously, from the videos I sent as well, you could see. Now there's a couple behind us, Real Madrid fans. As soon as the match finished, because my friend had a Liverpool kit on, the husband said to him, he was like, I'm really sorry. I'm really, really sorry. Unfortunately, one team has to lose. And today, it was Liverpool.
Wow.
Next time, it will be us.
Wow.
Imagine.
He didn't believe that, but wow.
No, he knows, obviously. Not
He
in the
knows
final of the
Real-
Champions League, Sonny Jim. It's just us that wins.
Real Madrid don't lose
Yeah.
in the semi-finals.
But the fact that he said that, right, was like, look how much class they were moving with. And this is the hilarious part. My boy said to me, he was like, I wanted to smash this guy in the head. This is what a Liverpool fan thinks like. I wanted to smash this guy in the head because Liverpool fans are crazy, crazy people, bro. And if that was on the other foot,
the
man,
class
if the
from
shoe
the
was on the other foot, yeah, do you think them scallies would have let that one slide? They would have been in their face saying, you dirty f***ing Madrid bastard. That's what they would have been saying.
Yeah. No, this is what it is, and we're talking about the contrast, the class of the fans. But obviously, this culture is the football culture in the UK. It's not just the Liverpool fans that are like this. We discussed this a lot on the podcast. There's many types of fans, and unfortunately, the drinking culture, I'm not going to call it gang culture. Let's just call it
It's hooliganism.
the hooligan mentality. Yeah, unfortunately, still exists in English football, and it would be nice. It'd be nice if it wasn't like that.
Of late, it's got worse.
I know.
Recently, it's coming back where it's been really, really, really bad because for about 20 years, it's not been that, well, not 20 years, but for about 15 years, like the pitch invasion stopped and things like that. Players like not being like attacked on the pitch, that all stopped. But now this season, it's come back. Gary Neville mentioned it on
It's after COVID, though, isn't it? Is that
Post-COVID.
The full first season
Yeah,
after
yeah.
COVID, and fans are a bit out of control again. But
footballers have been attacked post-match in a few games.
is it a sign of wider societal issues?
I just think,
Because-
I
because-
just think more needs to be done to protect players. Number one.
All right, no, okay, fair
In that
enough.
sense. But I think more needs to be done from clubs to punish those guys.
Okay,
as
but-
as to make sure
But
it's a deterrent.
we know that.
They're not scared, are they?
What's going to happen to them? You get
5-match ban.
5-match ban, 10-match ban. That's it.
That's it.
But some do get a lifetime ban.
Lifetime ban,
seriously.
but so
Very
what?
rare do they get hit with lifetime bans.
Okay, but let me. All right,
No,
let me.
but so what? That's one person I've got
Yeah.
probably hundreds and hundreds of
No,
thousands.
but what I'm asking you this question now. But the society now pressures on people. These people who are at this game, they can't really afford to be at the game. Yeah. No, think about it. Think about it. There's a lot of stress on people, right?
Society.
Do you not think it's pushing it a bit
No, I
more?
don't think so. Anyway, forget
People
that.
are drinking a bit harder. People are a bit more. That football is everything to them. This is all they can.
Football is everything to them anyway.
Anyway.
Because they have no belief in anything else. This is their religion.
No,
right?
but we
so for
love
them,
football as well.
no, but it's not our. But we know it's not the be all and end all of everything. If your team loses,
but it's a hobby.
you might be
Look,
you
it's
might
a
be
hobby
upset
though,
for
innit?
half an hour, an hour. You're not going to carry it with you now for the next 6 months to such a level. When your next opportunity comes, you're going to run onto the pitch and you're going to smack a player across the face. Are you? No. Exactly. You won't do that. So there's some things you wouldn't do. No matter how much you love the game, you wouldn't do that.
But do you think that's? I don't want to take this podcast in a political way, but do you not think that that's one of the reasons why this stuff is happening, especially not just the aggressiveness, but the more racially motivated and like attacked stuff is because of the current political sort of landscape climate. Yeah.
I don't.
But
I don't
obviously-
dispute that
obviously
because,
the
for
players-
example, the Sheffield United player Billy Sharp, he was headbutted at the Nottingham Forest game after the match, after the penalty shootout. So Billy Sharp is of white heritage, I believe, and the guy that headbutted him was also white. So regardless of what the politics in this
Was
country,
Billy
are
Sharp
going-
hit by his own fan?
No, another fan, but he came sucker punched him or headbutted him from the side.
Mad.
Smashed his face up like the guy was massive. It was only the massive head. Probably Harry Maguire's dad. I don't know. He
From
looked-
that-
from that
fair,
angle,
he's
from that
from
angle,
Sheffield,
from that angle,
From this part of the country.
he looked like his daddy.
South, yo.
A
South,
big white head. Bang.
South Yorkshire man, they're different. This is why we're glad to not be from
different.
here.
Like-
He's built different. Have you seen this guy as well?
Them head, boom.
The head, the haircuts.
Flipping
He's South
mental.
Yorkshire man. Why didn't you show us your hair, man?
Calm down, you sheep shagger. Hey,
Right. On that note, it's been an insightful thing. But I think we can all agree.
what I will say,
Can all agree.
to finish the discussion with regards to what happened outside the stadium, I just think the French police, this is what it looked like, the French police and the locals were working together to have a bit of a, give a lesson to the English fans.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like, and that's
Is
what
that-
it felt like.
Okay.
It's your own at the end of the day, innit?
But yeah, so they would still think, you know what, of the two evils, we'll back our locals to go for them.
Yeah.
Right? And that's exactly what it felt like. But whereas the people that were from St. Denis, well, they look like you and me and Abdi, don't they? So they were looking at us thinking, oh, they must be one of us. They were going after the people that looked English, visibly
Oh,
English.
so they were going for the
They didn't come anywhere near us.
the French police.
The French police didn't come anywhere near us.
Oh, so they wanted
They wanted the English.
the English
Look,
looking
the
English.
English and the French have got a bit of a.
Yeah.
Attention.
They've got a bit of a beef.
But anyway, there was, for example, there was loads of like...
Man, this is the first time I've heard someone say,
Anyway.
look,
FYI, the French government and the police are.
No, they're very racist. They are very racist, the French police. But, like I said, they
But on
backed their
that day-
locals. On that day, they backed their locals in St.
On that
Denis and
day-
said,
That's a free
Habibi,
shit.
go. Oui, monsieur. Oui, monsieur, go.
on
Give
that,
it them.
on that day they chose the brown over the white. First time for everything, eh? Hey.
And that's the end of it. I think the French police are to blame because they could have handled it much better in a much more peaceful manner, in my non-expert opinion.